What?
Okay, it should have my fucking... That was annoying. I haven't had the fucking audio recording this whole fucking time because for some reason it just wouldn't connect to my fucking snowball until I had a new source. Okay, whatever. So, this was meant to be an impromptu stream, but nothing's fucking working, so, whatever. I guess I'm glad I didn't go live because I wouldn't realize that my fucking audio. My audio wouldn't have been fucking working. Anyways, back to what I was trying to say. Couldn't be like that. This was meant to be an impromptu stream. And, this was... I'm going through the fucking quest, the new Sumeru quest, and we realize that the god remains in Kale are Nabu Malikata. And I was like, what? And everybody else was like,
What?
What? And we got to, here I believe.
After the goddess passed away, her remains were scattered across the desert. King Deshret gathered all the pieces he could find and buried them in the eternal oasis. But some fragments remained unaccounted for. Eventually, the Fatui must have found a way to track some of them down. Presumably for use in some experiment. It's not an uncommon occurrence.
Okay, so I believe it got to there and I was like, oh, to revive a dead god. And then I sat there for a moment and I realized, oh shit. Fragments to revive a dead god. That makes sense. For also to revive a dead god, to create a god, was also the experiment of Dotori back in Sumeru with fucking Wanderer Skara. And now we're back with all this. And we're going to Snezhnaya. The reviving of the Tsaritsa's lover with all the no-sees. Also, right before we actually start back up with this, I am so fucking annoyed with the state of Genshin, the community right now. It's been a problem for a while, but it's only recently started to get on my fucking nerves, and it is the people's need to fucking spoil shit when it hasn't even been 24 fucking hours. I cannot go on social media without people fucking spoiling shit. It's been 3 days since the update has released. About 4, maybe, at the time I am recording this. It has been 4 fucking days. The first spoiler I got, which, to be fair, all of these were not tagged as spoilers. Because if they were tagged as spoilers, I would have swiped away. Because God forbid I have a life and I can't immediately start an 8-hour quest immediately when it drops. The only reason I'm starting it now is because I accidentally stumbled into it when trying to go collect from my dailies, and I was like, oh, well, I might as well. I mean, better to not continue to be further spoiled. I only saw some of, like, what Dotori's segments look like in, like, a cinematic, and we'll get to it when we get to it. But nobody's fucking marking these things as spoiled. It had not been even 24 hours when I got my first fucking spoiler. And that was the Dotori thing. I mean, in the past, I haven't entirely minded spoilers too much, but I don't know, lately, it's just been bothering me more and more. Like, I can understand being excited and wanting to talk about that. I don't have a problem with that. I don't have a problem with people being on topic. I have a problem with it not being fucking mentioned, not having a warning of, hey, by the way, there's gonna be spoilers in this video. It takes, like, 1 second to, takes, like, just a little bit to put a couple seconds in front of the short video of, like, hey, this short contains spoilers. It fucking pisses me off. It pisses me off to no end at this point, because it's like, it's been 3 days. 3 days. I can understand a week. I'm not hyped about a week, but I can more understand a week of, like, okay, at that point, it's been a week. Maybe it's more okay to not have a, hey, spoiler warning, but it has not even been a week. It has been 3, now maybe 4 days And it's pissing me off. It is so frustrating. I hate it. What the fuck, guys? God forbid people have other things to do. I don't know. Whatever. Let's continue.
Well, people value their autonomy very highly. Even a well-intentioned intruder can shake one's sense of self.
I understand how you feel, Kale. But once you get used to it, you'll find it's nothing to be concerned about.
I mean, to be fair, at this point, she's had God Remains in here for at least a couple of years. Also, I don't think I've mentioned it, but once Snezhnaya releases, it fully depends on either how back I am fully and everything, but I believe at some point in Snezhnaya, I am going to do a full series on Genshin. Starting over from the beginning, going through each region, no skipping any dialogue if I can help myself, and streaming it all, and making a full video on it, likely in sections, but at a certain point, a supercut. But going through... Sorry, I have burps. I am a gaseous individual. Going through, like, Mondstadt arc, and going through the whole story after the fact, after, Snezhnaya. I mean, I do believe there is gonna be Conrail, but, I mean, still. I think it would be interesting to revisit a lot of this stuff, to have a full picture of, like, how good is each arc, actually. Each area, I mean, not arc. Just revisit the whole thing. I think that would be fun and interesting. And also, as we do that, I feel like it would be interesting, because I've had this idea of how long canonically has our stay been. Likely I won't be taking into account limited time quests, but like through just going through the Archon quest itself, the main quests, and all the required quests, how long have we been here? Because, like, we know it's been 2 to 3 years since we've been to Sumeru. IRL, like, in real time. But how long has it been canonically in-game? And I feel like that would be the perfect time also to go through and calculate that. Like, write it down, like, oh, we had to pass the time this many times in this amount, and calculating that all up, because I don't think anybody's actually done that. Like, I know people have calculated how long the quests are in real time, but I don't know. I think it's interesting because I'm curious. How long has it been?
Huh. I guess you of all people have a good reason to speak on this.
Also, bear trap. I can't prove it yet, but I feel like Lohan is a segment of Dottore. I think he is. I'm probably wrong, maybe. But he's definitely related to Dottore. And what else was I gonna say? I don't remember. Fuck, I forgot. Whatever. I think I'm done yapping for a little bit and can start actually going through the fucking game now. I think the only other thing was I do plan to return to an extent soon. I was hoping maybe, depending on how long the stream is, since this isn't a stream, I can't, but I was gonna do some, a stream of me rigging one of my models, my shiny little treasure model. I don't know. I think I might just have upload this video, unedited because I deleted my editing program. But I might need to re-download that. I'm gonna have to delete Baldur's Gate, probably. But yeah, I am hopefully planning to return. I've actually put in a couple applications to fucking VTuber groups, and it would be cool if I could join one of those. So I feel like that would really put a fire under my ass to fully return. Because at this point, nothing's really stopping me from returning. I think this is the perfect time for me to make a return. But, I don't know how much of a return it'll be. I think I might just shoot for one stream a week. But, yeah, I don't know. Done yapping. I mean, I'll yap more. I mean, if you wanted to watch a fucking playthrough of this with no yapping, you wouldn't be on this video. Anyways.
2 good reasons, in fact. Incidentally, 3 is the maximum number of Hermanubis's Ba fragments that I could bear.
Sorry, back to... I kind of forgot exactly what we're doing. Oh, yeah.
Let me guess. Because 2's company, but 3's a crowd?
Thanks for helping to explain the joke, Tainari.
I love Sino. I love Sino so much. He's my boy. Also, leaks say... Well, not leaks, because... I mean... He's already uploaded official platforms. It's just hasn't been delved in upon, but my boy is getting buffed. I'm so excited.
Not my intention.
Goddess preserve me. I should take my leave.
This boy in his wolf's head hat speaks much too differently from the Hermanubis I remember.
Also, Layla Park getting an actual voice is nice, along with Jet. Jet's voice is very nice. I very much like Jet's voice.
Kale, all I'm trying to say is, no matter how many Hermanubis fragments there are within me, you wouldn't think of me as Hermanubis. In the same way, you are simply you.
Yeah, I know what you mean. So about that dream I had, was it a warning from the goddess of flowers?
Hey guys. You right there. You listening. Hydrate. Hydrate now. Do it. Do it. Fucking hydrate. Hydrate. Do it. Do it. Do it. Hydrate. Do it now. Okay. I'm gonna take one more sip. Now that everyone's thoroughly hydrated, right? You hydrated, right? You better have. I'm looking straight into your eyes. You hydrated, right? You hydrated? Fucking better have. Like the good boy, girl, or non-binary person you are. Okay. Anyways.
Yes, just like me, she was an angel created by the primordial humans, born with the instinct to guide living beings.
That was another thing I was commenting to myself about. Nova Molikata also being an angel.
Though her body and soul have perished, her essence retains its natural instincts. Even her smallest remaining fragments would do their utmost to send you that warning.
1 second. Guys, 1 second. Okay.
The mother of dreams? Lord of flowers and oases? She must have had a premonition. That is why she gave that dream to you.
Ah, that's why. Sorry.
We won't let our efforts go to waste.
I love Kale. Kale's also great.
But I still don't understand. Why me?
Because you have her essence in you?
Yes. Why indeed? You weren't the only one injected with God remains, but only in you have her fragments persisted.
Because you have a strong will. And also you're cool as fuck. Also, you might be the only vision bearer. You might be the only Ally gene. The only person, sorry, who has persisted long enough with her essence in you, who also holds a vision. Also, maybe all the others are dead, I don't know.
I suspect it may be because of the firm will you showed in the face of suffering. She was likely assimilated by that will.
So basically what I was saying.
Of course,
entirely
this
what I
doesn't
was
mean you
saying.
have to shoulder any extra responsibility. As this young man said, you are who you are, and that will not change.
Oh yeah, we all thought, Nilu was the reincarnation of Nabu Malikata, but really, it's Kale in a way. I mean, she is holding some of Nobu no Ikata, so that's pretty interesting.
All right. Any further questions from the family members of the patient? If not, we should head to the mausoleum of King Deshret.
Also, it's very cute that Kalei had her 4 dads. Mostly her 2 main dads and her drinking buddies, who just so happen to be a married couple. So basically her 4 dads.
Let's move out. Time to put our plan into action.
These are my dads.
We all hope it'll work. But will we really be able to open Aru? And even if all 7 pillars of King Deshret agree to let us proceed, the scale of the work to follow is daunting, to say the least.
Also, I'm curious if it's gonna persist, but to anybody else, does fucking Nefer's voice sound kind of muffled in this?
Haven't you handled other big projects before?
I mean, the biggest project I've worked on to date is probably
The
the Palace of Alcazarzaray, I guess? But this is orders of magnitude beyond that. It's a total nightmare.
Yeah.
Look on the bright side. At least this time you're actually here when Sumeru needs you most. You won't have to come asking me for details after the fact.
Ouch.
Mock me all you want. But now that I'm here, things will be resolved far more quickly and smoothly than last time.
Oh my god, they're bickering again. The old married
Kaveh's self-doubt
couple.
disappeared in an instant. Like magic.
Well, this confidence is most gladdening. Now, go and pack your things. We'll head to the mausoleum as soon as you're ready.
Also, I saw people talking about how Columbina knew about what was gonna happen, and maybe she was on Dottoro's side this whole time, but frankly, I do not agree. I saw like a video of like someone being like, well, why did she seem so friendly with Dottore in the Winter Nights Lazo when at the end she talked to Dottore and the whole like blasphemy shit and fucking Erminsul going up in flames and Collier waking up. I just think she was genuinely curious, and she didn't really know shit because she wasn't sent out on missions, which was confirmed, I believe. She was never sent out on a mission, so she didn't. She seems like the most out of the loop Fatui member. And maybe at the time she wasn't as on bad terms with Dottore, and she was one of the few who both wouldn't have known and would have been the least knowledgeable and would have been on the least bad terms. She's the only one who wasn't on bad enough terms with Dotori to ask. I don't know. Anyways, people were like confused of why they didn't see her in the teaser. And I think it's because she's not in the fucking quest. Because the only person from Nodcry who I believe we saw in the teaser was Never, who is from Sumeru.
There was a time when the doctor took care of me, even claiming to think of me as his sister. It was only later that I discovered the closer you are to him, the more freely he uses you. What's a little discomfort among family? We endure for each other, surely. That's how he thought of things, and I could tell he meant it. But I didn't want to have to endure. Expectations like that. They took me back to my first home, and the eyes staring up at me from beneath the altar, so full of greed.
Okay, anyways. Back to the quest. Is it Farza? Ah.
Oh, Mr. Cole. I heard you're a very talented sculptor. Is that true?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't want to blow my own trumpet.
I don't know about that.
Honestly, even though Kasharawar is best known for its focus on mechanics, plenty of Kasharawar scholars are quite serious about sculpting as a hobby. So if they rate your work, that's enough for us. We just have to take a look.
Who's we?
Myself and a few other scholars. Kashif, Daneshvar, come take a look.
Look at this angel.
Oh, well, if you insist, I suppose there's no harm in showing you.
Shut up, I don't want to go to sleep. Squirrel.
Whoa, where did that come from?
Sorry, my pillow fell. Squirrel.
Look at the level of detail. It's so lifelike. The squirrel descends from the heavens like a champion, and the earth trembles beneath its feet. What do you think? Striking, isn't it?
Kaveh? Kaveh, come here for a sec. Oh, and Madame Farazan, didn't you used to study in our darshan? Come take a look.
All right, but hang on a moment. I have to finish reviewing this proposal first.
You called? What is it, youngster?
This squirrel statue. Isn't it cute?
Oh, a squirrel. I wouldn't say cute per se. The realism is what stands out to me. Were you trying to carve a statue of a hero, young lady?
Young lady. For once, it's one of the few people you interacted with that's far from a young lady. Also, I cannot get over the whack-ass fucking outfit that Farazan is wearing. I like Farazan, she's okay. I cannot get over this fucking outfit. It is so ugly. To me, it is so ugly. I do not like it. The day she gets a skin is the day I use her.
Oh, a hero? I suppose so. Actually, I didn't really have a specific theme in mind. I just started working on it, and this is how it turned out.
I'm mentioning the age thing. Fair, I guess.
I see. Well, do you tend to read novels about heroes in your spare time?
Girl, she's the one helping write the novels.
As a matter of fact, I do quite enjoy those. Everyone loves a good tale of daring do, right?
Then perhaps this statue represents the heroic tale you long to see deep down inside. Also, on the subject of heroism, I feel that if the subject posed with a finger raised towards the heavens, it would lend a greater gravitas to the overall image. I'm sure some would call it cliché or old-fashioned, but not me. I think it would be a perfect fit. It has a certain classical beauty about it. Kaveh!
Sorry, Madame Faruzan, I'm a little busy right now. Don't wait up for me.
What a pity. That young man has excellent aesthetic tastes. I was hoping to ask him for his opinion.
Unlike you, this outfit is so whack. I think it's mostly the like stained glass fucking look down here, and this right here. This weird fucking bib thing. And also the random flowers. It's just kind of ugly.
What a genius idea! Why didn't I think of that? Classical beauty is a great direction to explore. That's it. Once I get back, I'm going to sculpt a heroic squirrel pointing its finger towards the sky.
Precisely. A declaration of victory. You understand my vision.
Like, I don't mind the back part. The back part's cool. Shoes are fine. Sleeves are fine. The construction of the skirt. It's like this weird fucking stained glass, like, whole lattice thing is fine. The fucking, I want to say ankle thing, but the side strap is fine. Hair, all of it is fine. It's this weird front part, the fucking lattice, and the holes.
Then
just,
place the two statues face to face.
It's ugly
Yes,
to me.
that's exactly what I was thinking.
It'll be a masterpiece. Miss, I'm sorry. I didn't catch your name.
Just call me Nicole. Madame Faruzan? Was it?
What? Oh, no. That wouldn't be right.
Why ever not? Madam is a state of mind cultivated from within. Anyone may call me Madam if they so desire. My dear Miss Nicole, once we make it through these trying times, should we have the pleasure of meeting again, I shall look forward to seeing your new work. In this day of age, it's rare to find people with an appreciation for classical aesthetics. Meeting you was truly a pleasant surprise.
Honestly, I feel the same way.
No.
It's been a long time since I met anyone interested in this style of statue. Clearly, they don't call you Madam for nothing.
I'm gonna add her to my hag team.
Also, I have to say, you're a very good judge of character. Because when I think about it, I really am someone who likes stories about heroes. That must be why I've quietly kept watch over generation after generation of them.
Sorry, keeping watch over heroes? What exactly do you do for a living?
Oh, never mind that.
Let's not tell Madame Farrouzan about Miss Nicole's true identity for now.
Good idea. Let's limit the conversation to aesthetics.
Hag meets hag. It's funny. I wanna hear what they say. It's funny though. Okay, anyways. I'm coming. Oh, no search for you either. Okay. Coming. I'm coming.
Paimon, thanks again for your notes. I'm done copying them, so here you go. You're welcome. Just let Paimon know if you ever need help again.
Layla, you're here too. Hi, Layla.
Oh, so many books. More than I could ever read in my life. But I've learned a lot that the textbooks could never teach me. I never realized that people in the distant past thought about some of the same questions we ponder today.
It's a very interesting stack of books. Interesting way to stack books. Nice talk, Layla. My boys.
What's wrong? You look a little depressed.
Fun fact, Tainari was my favorite character when Sumeru released. He is my favorite character of all time. Like another character that was my favorite of all time before Tainari was Raiden Shogun.
Kale got a fragment of the Goddess of Flowers, and all I got was one of the 7 pillars who served under King Deshret. I lost out, didn't I?
No, it's not a competition, but and of all time, I mean just in Genshin. Now it's Farina, and Farina is my favorite character of all time in general. She is my favorite character of all characters. But I also really like Columbina.
That's what you're upset about? You're such a child.
My boy! I love Sana. Sana is also definitely one of my favorite characters. I very much love Sana. I'm a Sana girly. It's also partially because I'm a big fan of his voice actor, Alejandro Saab, aka Sayu, one of my favorite VTubers. One of my top Oshis. He is tied for number 1 with Iron Mouse, because I refuse to choose.
Good to finally meet you in the flesh. It's a little surreal seeing you here after exchanging letters for so long. In my head, the boss of the Curatorium of Secrets didn't look so young.
Sounds like you have some history then?
I really like Jet's voice.
Any budding mercenary group needs a steady supply of intel. They, in turn, can prove an exceptional source of the same.
Also, oh my god, it's a group of lesbians. Lebanese lesbians.
The Curatorium of Secrets is happy to cooperate with friends from all over the world. If you're interested, you'd be very welcome to join our network too, Miss Dia.
I didn't noticed her little cape on the back. Is asymmetrical. This one's darker than this one. Interesting. I know her paint didn't. I never noticed the.
Can't say no to a solid partnership, especially out here in the desert. Having intel can mean the difference between life and death. But cooperation's built on mutual trust, and there isn't much contact between the desert and Nodcry. So, I'm guessing you reached out to Jet first, Miss Nefer? What's behind your interest in the desert? Nostalgia? Or is there someone you're looking to take care of? Let's put all our cards on the table first. Things will go more smoothly that way.
I like your style, Flame Mane. Actually, I had this same discussion with Jet before we started working together. To be clear, I have no intention of using you for any ulterior motives. And I have no enemies in the desert as things stand now.
She already killed them. She already fucking murked them. They already did.
Were that to change, I wouldn't drag outsiders into a conflict that doesn't concern them. There's no point in doing certain things if you don't do them yourself. Wouldn't you agree?
Well said. Taking responsibility for one's own affairs is the way of the desert folk. Huh. It's like you're one of us.
It's because she is actually in the desert.
You sure that's a compliment?
I mean, she doesn't fucking look like it. She's pasty as hell, but I guess living in Nodcry would do that. But I think that's a little bit of a cop-out. They could have given her a little bit of melanin, but Hayo doesn't like to do that for playable characters, so...
Absolutely.
I'll take it. Perhaps we can discuss our cooperation in more detail now?
Sure. I love working with no-nonsense people. And you certainly fit that description. I look forward to a fruitful partnership.
As do I, my friends.
Yeah, she's making friends. Okay. I don't think there's any other characters to talk to. Check quickly. Really? Can I talk to you? No. No.
Nowhere to run!
Itchy.
I hope everyone's ready. We'll be arriving at our destination very shortly.
Sorry, I got distracted. I wanted to check if I fully upgraded his weapon, which I did, and then I was like, where is he at? Artifact stuff? And still trying to go for the perfect, crown. I mean, I've got a pretty good sand, goblet, sand, the flowers also pretty good. I just need a, circlet. Yeah, sorry, I got distracted. I need to upgrade those too. Anyways.
Why, we've not seen so many visitors ever, really. What is this place now, a tourist attraction? Ah, closer inspection reveals many familiar faces. To what do we dusty old fellows owe the honor? Surely you're not just here to chat.
You surmise correctly. We are here to carry out a rather enormous project.
Ho, enormous, you say? How large, then? Larger than the gaping void in our lives? Why, you've even put a smile on Goatee and Crocco's faces. All this activity is making for quite the special day. I know that laugh. Lilipar? What on earth are you doing here?
Oh, this is hilarious. Turns out good things really do come to those who wait. As long as you stay alive long enough. When did you three get locked up in here? And still you act all high and mighty, putting on a show for the younglings. Truly hysterical.
Why, you... Yes, I know. No need to shout. You're right, Lilipar. Goatee, Crocco, and I all have the same problem. But didn't King Deshret seal you away? How did you break free, and how did you get in here?
Who knows? Perhaps you can ask my master one day, should you ever get the chance. Behold, the executioners of old. Some have turned into fragments residing in human bodies, and others are imprisoned eternally, leaving not a single shard behind. It's almost tragic, watching lowly prisoners like you act all self-important. Curiosity gnaws at you, doesn't it? Your interest in the outside world threatens to burst you at the seams.
I'm starting to take a liking to this magic bottle lady.
Again, her voice is kind of muffled. It's weird. We're not crazy, right?
I'm starting to take a liking to this magic bottle lady.
Time is of the essence.
Nobody else
Let's get
has
down
that
to
weird
business.
stuff. Weird. I don't know. I might just be crazy.
We come to you, O three ancient lords, to request your assistance on behalf of the Academia. If we can help you regain your freedom, then please consider lending us your aid. As for precisely what we need your help with, it's a long story. So, to demonstrate our sincerity, we are prepared to first resolve the problems that plague the three of you. All right, stop arguing, Crocco. And Goatee, don't you start. What's the harm in letting her speak? It's not worth getting so angry about. Forget about her. The three questions are the crucial thing here. But do you really have a way to answer them? You once answered the final question, Nefer, but the seal did not open. Unless, with the passage of time, you have found a new answer?
You could say so. When you first asked me what determines truth and falsehood, my answer was a liar's soul. Liars are the best at seeing through the falsehoods of the world. But if you want them to tell you the truth, you have to reach their soul.
I think that makes sense.
I found it quite compelling myself, and I told Nefer so. Unfortunately, it brought us no closer to liberation.
Well, that's simply because it was my answer, not the one King Deshret was looking for.
Can you guess which answer Al-Ahmar wanted then?
Time. And that's not only the answer to the final question, it's the answer to all three of them. All things wax and wane with the passage of time. Love and hate eventually fade into nothing. Current affairs are always fraught with conflict and controversy. Only time can distinguish between right and wrong. You once described King Deshret as a proud man. I'd say that the prouder someone is, the more inclined they are to believe that only time is qualified to be their judge.
Time. Well. Indeed. Perhaps in building Aru, our king was in fact attempting to reverse time, to bring love and hate, right and wrong, the rise and fall of all things back to their point of origin.
Oh, sure. Oh, shit. Oh my god, furries in Genshin? Genshin finally has furries.
This is the most eventful day I have experienced in a long time. You have my sincere gratitude.
Not fake furries, but real furries.
Are those 3 of the 7 pillars?
Turns out the statues were quite faithful to the source.
You 3 seem to be in good spirits.
Prison can help a person grow and learn to cherish what they have. Nevertheless, after everything you've done for me, I sincerely hope you never have to experience it for yourself. Hello, Nefer.
Oh, shit.
It's good to see you, Thoth the Ibis King.
Nice. Definitely puts my mind at ease, seeing you two getting along so well.
Okay.
Should we maybe introduce ourselves, or...
Sure. I'm Sethos, the current leader of the Temple of Silence. This is General Mahamatra Sino. And this is the former Spantamad sage, Cyrus. But I'm guessing none of that means a whole lot to you.
Everything is equally new to us, in truth. We've been gone from this mortal world for longer than you can imagine.
Let's hold off on the introductions for now. We can always ask Nefer about you later. It'll give me something to talk about with my chosen disciple.
You're like a helpless parrot. Gods and people of yore are not necessarily welcome in today's world. Self-awareness is one of my finest qualities. I thought I ought to share its fruits with you two.
Is that so? Well, I think we'll take it in stride, just as we did with the 3 questions. Let's not forget, it was my persistence that won you both your freedom.
Fair point. I have to applaud your persistence.
And I must praise you for your wisdom. Now, state your wishes, young ones.
I'm sorry?
Why, your tremendous accomplishments deserve a reward, do they not? You must let us do something for you in return.
General Mahamatra, what do you think?
I won't beat around the bush. Sumeru is facing a crisis the likes of which have never been seen before. and we need your help.
Every calamity throughout the ages has been connected to us in one way or another, whether we were its cause or consequence.
Whatever is wrong with Irminsul, it severely affected the Dendro Archon. She fell into a coma and is currently receiving treatment from the Dendro Dragon.
The Dendro Dragon? I'm sorry, the Dendro Dragon is helping to heal the Dendro Archon?
Not a pep, surely. Not vicious, cruel, a pep who possesses no virtues aside from her basic instincts. Ah, good heavens.
Oh, I shudder to think what could have caused Lesser Lord Kusanali to suffer such a plight. Still, why would the Dendro Dragon lend you her aid? She has always held nothing but contempt for the Archons. I suppose she and Kusanali must have some history.
You can help us make history too.
Smooth soccer. Well said, lad.
Currently, no one can connect to Irminsul. We hope that by opening up Aru and making some modifications to it, we can use its technology to our advantage.
Unfortunately, Aru is an imperfect creation. King Deshret never managed to realize his full vision before his death. Much remains to be done if it is to be pitted against Irminsul itself. Besides, I hear your reasons, but to give Aru up over such would be...
The archaeological records clearly indicate that although Aru's construction took a long time, it was not beyond human means to achieve. Modern technology should solve the efficiency issues. We have no choice but to go all in on this.
This is by no means a threat. But the only reason we helped you escape from Aru was to gain the necessary leverage to negotiate with you. You asked us to state our wishes, and we have. Each one of us here needs your help, as do all the thousands of people living in Sumeru. They need you, and they need Aru.
What do we think, my fellow old fogies? Shall we lend our support or not?
Since you ask so nicely, naturally.
Naturally what? Are you for or against?
I simply mean we shall do what comes naturally. You claim that you wish to open Aru. Know you then that the golden slumber created by King Deshret is preserved within?
We do. We understand the risks involved.
In all likelihood, the mortal world will never again be able to replicate King Deshret's work. Never will there be another chance to come so close to creating a utopia. Knowing this, are you sure of your decision?
We are sure. Before people can dream, they must first live.
If your minds are made up, very well. We shall summon our erstwhile colleagues to discuss this further. Saint Shezepank, Saint Bennu, once you surrendered to silence and were buried with King Deshret. But now, we invoke the right to awaken you with our voices.
Saint Bennu, responding to your call. 3 kings detected. Initiating autonomous will.
Saint Shezepank, responding to your call. 3 kings detected. Initiating autonomous will.
Ah, Lord Herreshoff. What a long time it has been. I trust you are keeping well.
Then your trust in my well-being has long outlived your physical body. You have always opened with that same phrase. In life, death, and now even beyond.
Al-Akmar is long gone. What is the reason for this meeting?
You're awake? Good. We are voting on whether to give the people of present-day Sumeru access to Aru and permit them to perform technological renovations. You have the right to support or oppose the motion.
Why does he kind of have a French accent? Am I crazy? It's giving a little French.
You're awake? Good. We are voting on whether to give the people of present-day Sumeru access to Aru and permit them to perform technological renovations. You have the right to support or oppose the motion.
Renovations? Am I crazy?
You're awake? Good.
You're awake?
We are voting on whether to give the people of present-day Sumeru access to Aru and permit them to perform technological renovations. You have the right to support or oppose the motion.
The R. The R. Right. Sumeru. Okay.
Aru is the pride of Al-Ahmar. Opening Aru requires the unanimous consent of the 7 pillars. I hope you have a convincing reason to present to us.
Sumeru is currently in the midst of a major calamity. Let us not forget that while Al-Ahmar was a stern ruler, he was also a teacher of wisdom. A god without his people shall cease to exist, and King Deshret's greatest wish was to provide protection for his people. Let us then honor our God King's wishes as we consider our decision.
I do not mean to mock these proceedings, but what is the point of a unanimous vote when we know that the last of the 7 pillars, the Dendro Dragon Apep, will never communicate with us?
This will no doubt surprise your mechanical mind, and I have no intention of trying to persuade you, it is true. But Apep is, in fact, healing the Dendro Archon as we speak.
Huh?
Huh?
Can someone attest to this? Do we have any proof?
I ask the 3 kings, can any of you vouch for the truth of this claim?
The thing gonna pop up a little device that's given to us.
Naturally, the Ibis King, Thoth.
What?
It was Thoth's disciples who revealed the truth to us. We need not debate its veracity. Simply let Thoth bear accountability. That way the rest of us may have a clear conscience.
Perish, you diabolical fiend!
I awakened our former colleagues for you, supported your opinion, and backed your decision. What sort of fiend would do that?
I miss the days when Hermanubis was still around. At times like this, he would offer to take accountability.
What are you trying to say? Is my word worth less to you than Hermanubis's?
Hypocrite though you are, Lord Thoth, you are humorous in equal measure. How could we bear not to associate with a character such as you? I, Saint Shezpank, approve the Goat King's proposal.
Since King Deshret is no more, we shall receive no reprimand for acting beyond our remit. Nevertheless, I sincerely hope that those before us understand the significance of what they intend to do. Remember, the moment that Aru is liberated, the myriad souls residing within the Golden Slumber will return to the ley lines. And once the ley lines flow again, these souls shall in turn be received by Irminsul. To take this step is to bring the perfect afterlife created by our king to a permanent end.
We understand that well, and we have decided to proceed regardless. Furthermore, the contemporary human perspective would contend that confining souls in this way is no act of benevolence. The deceased have a right to rest in peace.
King Deshret's creation is clearly a place of rest and peace. It is just that many do not see it this way. But no matter. Saint Binu approves.
Hermanubis' representative and the Dendro Dragon Apep made their choice ahead of time, while the Goat King, Ibis King, and Crocodile King have also granted permission to liberate Aru. By the grace of His Majesty, guided by his wisdom and will, let the gates of Aru be reopened.
Cutscene time.
Hey, look at that!
That was kind of short cutscene. I was expecting a bit more. Yes.
What's this? Are we under attack? No. Wait, it's...
Here you are. Through the sands of time.
Oh.
I see you.
That's your dad.
Father. Father, is it really you?
It's Jet's father, Jibril! That's right! He entered the golden slumber, didn't he?
Oh.
I smell blood and sand on you. You've grown. Strong as a wild beast, and without shedding a tear.
Oh, I might shed a tear.
You have to leave, don't you? Please, just answer me this. What should I do for you?
This meeting is a blessing from the gods. My soul, once imprisoned along with that of Semail, is finally free. I am truly grateful for the chance to see you again. That the dead should meet the living is itself a miracle. One brief, precious moment is enough. Enough to set my heart at ease. Do not weep for me, Jet. I know you will accomplish many great things in your life. You will go further and climb higher than I ever did. All I ask is that you take good care of yourself.
Aww.
Father.
Hey, Jet. Do you want something to eat? Maybe it'll help you feel better.
I'm fine. Thanks, Paimon. It was just a little sudden. The chance to see my father again meant the world to me. He was trapped in the golden slumber for our sake. And now, after all this time, he can finally rest in peace. I'm glad. It's a huge relief.
You've grown strong, Jet. More than enough to fend for yourself.
Yeah. I'll leave the past in my memory where it belongs. My family, the good times and the bad. Goodbye, Father.
Ah, me, what a touching reunion that was. It seems we did a good deed today.
We three retainers, once imprisoned for our iniquity, are surely the least qualified to judge whether this deed is good or bad. Either way, Aru is open. Now you have your opportunity, and with it, whatever trouble may ensue. Although Aru was created by a god, human craftsmanship was nevertheless required to build the gate that connects it to this world. Perhaps the relationship between gods and humanity follows a similar principle.
As for your proposed renovations, we cannot determine which functions to keep or discard. Proceed as you see fit, but Please entrust the task to your most accomplished scholars, or Bennu will be most displeased.
It matters not. The Ibis King shall be accountable if any problems arise. Ibis, you chose to take on disciples, and so it follows that you must accept the risks of associating with humans.
If I'd known you'd be like this, I would have locked all of you away in Aru, never to leave again for all eternity.
All of us? What does this have to do with me?
Vilify me no further. Scholars, since you have liberated Aru, allow me to present you with a gift. Using Aru's power, we shall install a defense mechanism at our king's mausoleum. You must be guarded even against Irminsul itself. This shall afford you some convenience. Unseen and unheard. From this moment forth, none may by sight or hearing perceive anything said or done within the mausoleum.
Amazing. And all this is achieved just with the power of Aru?
With technology from the heavens, the possibilities are endless. Just because King Deshret did not use it for this purpose does not mean that it cannot be done. So, marvel away. This is the reward you have earned.
All right. Well, that resolves the issue of confidentiality. What about the technical side? Do we have the manpower?
Why, yes. I've already contacted them. They'll be here soon.
Fresh air. A wondrous feeling.
Naturally.
I have a sudden urge to stretch my legs. Can anyone recommend a suitable leisure activity?
I might have had some recommendations for you were this the past. But here and now, for someone who has just left prison, there could be no greater joy than simply being outside of it at last.
I could not agree more.
As I thought, the so-called 7 pillars of King Deshret are as underwhelming as ever.
What do you mean? Not a fan of the boys' club?
As men, as individuals, and even as gods, they are entirely undeserving of my attention. Al-Akhmar once commanded me to select a king from among the people, so naturally my eyes will open only for one who is worthy.
Ugh. Can we talk about something else? It all sounds pretty complicated, and I haven't read that many storybooks.
You think this is a mere story? Well, many would also say that the journey you shared with your father is not but a tale. My life, your life, they are nothing but stories. Little girl, it appears that you really have grown. In the past, you would have flown into a blind rage at my words, but now you are unperturbed.
Oh, it's nothing. I just feel like you're right. Getting all pissed at someone for telling the truth is pointless. It only makes me look petty.
This alone is proof enough of your growth. You're doing well, my dear girl. You're becoming ever stronger. Strong enough to defend the people and things you hold dear.
You think so? I hope you're right.
I wish third class through this forest.
You must be Sethos, the successor to the Temple of Silence. Hello.
Yup. That's me. Nefer, right? That's what I heard the others calling you. Judging by your outfit, I'm guessing you come from the desert too?
That's right. Started off in the desert, went to the rainforest, then went from there to Nodcry, where I work as an intel broker.
Huh. Well, this is interesting. You don't seem to talk about yourself all that much. Yet here you are, volunteering your life story to me. However abridged.
Maybe I'm looking to make some new friends.
I like making friends too. I'm easier to talk to than Sino and a little more streetwise than Tainari.
Which is why you came over this way, giving me the chance to strike up a conversation with you.
Was I that obvious?
I think you did fine. You were mindful of my attitude and hoped to lure me in through sentiment.
Lure you in isn't exactly how I'd put it. I see it more as an invitation.
An invitation to what?
To put down your luggage. Lay down your burdens. To return to your homeland. And be truly welcome in the place you once felt so estranged from.
You're a more interesting heir to Bamun than I was expecting.
Since you're familiar with my grandfather, I'll assume you're aware of our situation. I'd like to make friends with you. And I think you'd be a great asset to us. Not to mention the power you and I both hold. Originally belonged to the same organization.
Aha. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere.
Do you hear that? Sounds like your teacher is scolding mine.
Huh. Classic.
Did you see her? She's a former Vahumana student who dropped out of the academia and went to Nodcry to work as an intel broker. There's more to her than meets the eye.
How can you tell? Do the Matra have information on her?
Some, but nothing telling. I'm basing it on the fact that she seems to be an expert liar. She can fool many with her words.
A sixth sense for liars after investigating so many of them, I take it?
Yep. What about you? What do you make of her?
A little earlier, in the corner, I noticed she gave some supplies to Jet and had her deliver them to the main group.
She's meticulous and highly observant.
Besides, what was it you said? Making it to the top is no easy feat in any profession. Anyone who's at the top of their game has to have some sort of edge over others.
It's true, but she's not the only one at the top of her game. I also am, and so are you.
Sure, but what's to guarantee she won't overhear us talking about her?
Don't worry, I have my methods. Sethos is distracting her.
Ah, I see.
Interesting. I wonder why that actual cutscene.
Do you hear that? Sounds like your teacher is scold.
Huh. Classic.
Did you see her?
How can you tell?
Some, but nothing telling.
A sixth sense for...
Yep.
A little earlier, in the...
She's meticulous.
Besides, what was it?
It's true.
Sure, but...
Don't worry. I have my...
Ah.
Interesting. Oh, the others haven't. Everything goes too long, boys. Not right there. Maybe right here, though. I think I'm gonna stop recording now, anyways. Pretty soon. Go to bed. Maybe actually try to stream when I wake up. Wait a little longer. Yeah, I should probably go to bed. It's getting late. I think I am. Anyways, thank you for watching this video. I appreciate you being here. I hope you all have a wonderful day and or night. And see you next time. Hopefully it should be a stream though. I'm gonna go now. Okay, bye. Have a wonderful day and or night.